everyone? This is Dylan's Man. We're up at session 11 of the Ancient Reborn. I'm your DM, JVD.
I am Evan the Great. I'm playing Luda Silverstring, the Elven Bard, who just keeps going straight into danger.
I'm the Bearded Wonder with the Villain's Demand, and I'm playing Vesper Norik, the Moon, and I am following Luda because she's a friend and I can't leave her hanging.
Aww.
I am Smiley, playing Ord Whitehammer, who can't let a friend die alone.
Man! Wow.
I'm rolling Ivor. I'm out of this.
He is not a friend of me.
Alright, we're gonna come back. We voted you off the island.
He's rolling in the opposite direction.
Okay, now to get this straight, you are not taking these heads, correct?
I'm not taking the heads. I have the medallions and the bodies of the guards that fell.
Yeah, so you're taking them back. Oh god. So you guys have been.
What's his name? Altier? The guy that died first?
The pole? The pole?
The pole.
Yeah, you got all four of them. That's fine. You got them on your
I'm
elbow.
like, this ain't Assassin's Creed.
So you guys have split up. It's been about 5 minutes now. So Roland, I'll push you aside since this is the most randomness here. You guys are taking off. You split up. Roland has went back to the caravan. Thinks you guys are completely insane for pushing on.
I asked our local bard for a little bit of healing. Not much, just enough so I don't die in one hit.
So how many spells you got left?
4. Just like a small one.
First level spell. You use your medallion already?
I don't have one.
I got 4 hit points left on my medallion, but I will heal him D8 plus 3.
Yeah, only you and Vesper have those.
Ooh!
I'll take
One.
1 plus 3, 4 hit points.
Well, you did ask for a little bit of healing.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Now I have 3 spells
I now
left.
have 13 health.
Okay, so
I'll say those.
you guys are moving on. Been a good 10 minutes now. Roll me perceptions as you're going.
Sight, I'm assuming?
Yeah, it's sight.
That's fine.
10.
Oh, no, was it? 0.
Based on hearing, it is eerily quiet in these woods. You don't hear birds, no wolves or anything like howling in the distance. It's very quiet. What do you got?
I got a 12.
Okay, we got above 10. Okay, you guys are on alert. You're looking around. You start to see where you find a bit of horse leg covered in spider, and it's like from the knee down, like it's been almost like bit or ripped off. It's got little bitty spiders all over it, feasting on
Is it
there.
fresh?
It's well considered fresh. Yeah, I mean this hadn't happened that long ago.
Well, I mean,
You're probably, I would say, 40 minutes ago is when the attack happened.
So it is one of ours.
Yes, it is one of y'all's. Yeah. I mean, it's in this little path where they drug horses at. Moving on,
Yeah.
you find an arm ripped off at the forearm. Little bitty spiders all over it munching on it. I mean, these are kind of been webbed to the ground too.
This is not looking good.
They're lightening the load so they can move faster, so I think.
Okay, now what type of approach are you guys taking? Are you just like it's moving as quick as possible?
Stealth now.
I'm trying to go stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, that is a 19.
19 as well.
11.
It's not that bad.
Well, I had disadvantage, wasn't wearing the big armor I'm wearing.
Well, they don't see you.
I can't bring the last.
But everybody roll me a perception, sight or hearing. You're
fucking kidding me?
don't roll a 1 or
I did roll a 1.
what do you got?
7.
Okay.
We don't say shit. We're just being quiet. We're like, wow.
You don't notice anything.
Gosh.
You are starting to see giant spots of webs in the woods as you move forward, though. Rolling by now, you've made that camp.
throwing fireballs.
You guys have slowed down.
To start?
Been about
Yes.
15 minutes. You're getting to the point where you're at, like everything around you is even webbed, even where you're walking. And sometimes you're having to pull away. You guys need to roll me another stealth check.
Do I catch these webs on fire?
Damn. I don't think so.
I have disadvantage.
Motherfucker. Hold on a second. That's 32.
Alright, Jesus. We got
23.
So fun fact, my first roll was about 20,
What did you roll?
but I still got a 21.
Hey, cool. You guys are good. Roll me perceptions based on hearing words tonight.
I got
Now,
a
21.
21 as well.
And what do you got, Lord?
7. Oh, I got a 7.
Okay, you guys first hear it, and then you see it. And they don't pay no attention to you. But pulled up in this tree is a person. And it's just someone common you've probably seen on the caravan, and there are 3 of these giant spiders eating it.
Oh,
Oh,
he's dead.
great. Fire portal 3.
They don't notice you though, they're too busy.
I'm assuming he's
eating.
dead.
Yeah, he looks dead.
Don't place my hand on
I mean, the webbing is ripped open at their torso to chest, and they're feasting on his whole face is webbed.
I message Ord, and I say up in the tree, there's 3 of them. We're all going to launch at the same time.
Just pointless. We're too late.
But if we kill them 3, we can ain't got to
the
it.
other ones.
Then we burn this motherfucker down.
If you wish to do this, I'm down. I was like, if we wish to do this, I'll be down, but I don't think it'll end well. If judging from this one, they have plenty of time to do it to the rest.
Yeah, so. Go back.
Okay, so seems like you guys are at a crossing point here. You guys are saying now we need to go back.
Yeah, because
You're starting to think this is grim. Alright. Luda?
And like I said, I'm not gonna let you out on.
What do you want to do, Luda? I mean,
I tell them I think we should continue to move forward.
you guys play this out. This is between you guys. If you guys decide you want to do it based on rolls, you decide you want to talk it out, that is up on you guys.
I'm gonna just be like, I think we should go. I think we should go. I'm gonna whisper it very low that I think we should go.
He's an inside whisper.
12.
As you guys have been stealthily moving on, you're kind of guiding Augustia by the hand. She is shaking.
I forgot she's with us.
I've just put my hand in there, so you can see how grim. Like I don't
I
want
mean,
to.
you haven't seen this person. I mean, you can tell he was suffocated, whoever it is. I mean, their face has been covered in web. Feasting on you, you've already found part of an arm, part of a horse leg.
She sits there for a little bit, staring up at it, and I turn around slowly and I say, I'll go back.
All right.
Like it either.
I
So,
felt like I should not, but I had to.
We did what we could.
roll it. You've made it back in camp. You hear a bunch of gasps as you come from the forest. You got these 3 bodies on you.
4 hit points, which means I look very
Yeah,
beat
you're
up.
very
Still
beat
got a
up,
dagger on my
bloody.
shoulder.
I thought
Yeah.
it was 4.
Yeah, 4. Yeah, I said 4. He even said 4.
I thought you said 3.
He's
I
up 4.
apologize.
Oh, I don't know. He's up 4. He's got 3 guards and the pole.
Yeah. It was.
Illyria comes up to acts like she's gonna try to heal these guys.
They're dead.
And she asks what happened. I mean, everybody is focused on you. What's left of the caravan.
We were attacked from within.
Did you hide the medallions?
You tell her that because there's other people around, and you see everybody. You hear Luda.
No.
And well, no, this is what you hear just from whispers. The dwarf and the other elf must have been on it. He probably survived. So you're hearing the whispers of everybody thinks that the other 3 were plotting to kill you.
I was friends with everybody.
No, I pull out
No,
the great
you're
axe.
not friends with everybody.
I pull out the great axe and I point it towards the caravan that had those 3 on it.
All right,
It was them.
those
If
3.
it wasn't for Luda, Troll Braid, and
Okay,
if it
so
wasn't for Luda, I too would be dead.
You gonna tell the story?
Is anybody asking?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, of course they want details.
They're waiting-
You're bringing
waiting
back,
for it.
okay, so you're missing, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 4 dead people. You're missing 4 other people, not counting them 3. So yeah, people want details. That's caravan guards that are missing. Everybody that went was a paid caravan guard.
Maybe I get a payroll on that.
Probably.
Roland would probably be he's Stu Cup, so.
Tell the story, man.
As soon as we got out there and got far enough away to where nobody would hear us, they turned and started to attack all of us.
I'll hear be like, they, and she'll point to the bodies.
No, the 4 that didn't return with us. Not my friends, but you know, I explained the half-orc and the dwarves.
You feel Hildry if you look like one of my men,
One of your men.
and people start to look at her. Golakara, them are the only 2 people that was with her wagon. Everybody looks at her, and then everybody looks at Lay Angston. He was like, he gives you a look like, like, now people are starting to question, there's a bunch of eyes cutting at people because you're putting this seed in people's head now that you can't trust anybody.
Do you have the medallions on them?
I do, but I'm not actually just pulling them out just yet.
See, what Orton was doing, we went like, yo, boss, throw them all down the ground in front of them all.
That's what I thought it was for.
I'm actually gonna walk
It's
over
not
to
subtle.
Hillary,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna kind of like, not be like, hey, everybody look, you know, I'm like, he was carrying this.
There's enough people around to see that.
Some of them are gonna see it, yeah, but I'm letting her know he was carrying this, and her medallion.
You see her eyes get really, really wide.
Do you have any idea what this is?
She kind of looks around and she says, yes. And you can look around and you, just by her look, you can tell everybody realizes something is really wrong here. And you've seen this confusion, this confliction everybody's had at your story, and now all you see is fear. Ost and Varys book it into the woods. He does. He hits himself, he hits his brother, and they fly.
They realize they've been discovered. Do they seem like they feel like they've been discovered, or like they're scared that they need to get out there and find some of their own?
Man, I'm not going to do that because here's the thing: you're wore out, you're beat, you're telling a story. You got a lot of people around you, and all of a sudden you just see them, and they fly off. It's in the direction of them.
Hopefully they're coming to help.
And I mean, you see everybody gasp as they just take off flying.
Ain't nothing I can do to stop it. About this time, I'll go ahead and I'll pull the dagger out if I could reach it.
Yeah, you
And Hillary pull it out for me.
She'll pull it out. She's going to start healing all your wounds while you're talking to
I
her.
forgot you had the dagger in your tail.
Yeah, man, he stabbed him twice with it. Look up there and
You're
jumped
a
off.
fucking boss, shit. You fell down on it. That's just poking out the other side now. Damn.
But yeah, you're causing all types of fear right now. Keep going.
They need to know. The merchants needed to know. That's pretty much the story. They take off in the woods, and Roland is just flabbergasted by that. He doesn't know what to think. Are they also part of this cult, or if they, what's going on?
Well, this is what you're saying this, and like I said, everybody's like looking at each other because now it's the question of.
I feel like this would probably be about the part where Roland would collapse. He's getting healed up, but this was a very exhausting experience.
Roll me a Constitution save. If you beat a 13, you're still on your feet.
Nope.
Oh, you collapse. cut away from rolling. Your eye, everything gets blurry and it goes black as you see the ground rush up to
Kind of
meet you.
explains why Ed Hillary is trying to heal me up now and get me back up. You know.
All right, so
You see this side a lot.
are you guys stealthing?
A stealthy back.
That's until we clear the webs.
Yeah, I'll definitely be until we get out
Once
of the
we
way.
clear the webs.
Okay, are you rushing or are you taking your time?
Taking time to get
I don't wanna fuck up.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not gonna make you roll, 'cause you're not deep in here yet.
But once we clear the area, I wanna stop trying still.
Okay.
Yeah, once we get back to where we battled, probably.
Okay.
Varys and who?
As soon as
Lost his brother.
Lost. Okay.
You guys slowly make your way around. You got to the point where you don't have to stealth anymore if you don't want, because you found your spot where you found the first horse leg, so you kind of get an idea if you're good. So
no, I stopped trying still.
you make your way, you find where the battle happened. You see Varys and Aust, and they're like going over the bodies. You walk up. You not stealthing, right?
No, I'm not.
Nope.
No, not stealthing, just give them a wave as we walk out.
As you get close enough, you see Oz turn around. He pulls his sword because he hears you guys, and Bear turns around. He's got a spell in his hands. And you throw your hands up.
Yeah, I'm like, hey,
He's like,
We did what we could. We were too late to save the others.
he was like, there is panic at the caravan with Roland's story,
Roland took back the medallions, didn't he?
and everybody has seen them. That was not smart. I need to know the truth. He's like, are you part of the cult of the dragon? I mean, he's looking like, you can see a little pea of fire in his hand.
We are not.
I open up my arms. You're my friend and I've never lied to you.
He is like, you know what, there's been a lot of friendship on this caravan, and there's been a lot of lies.
We're not a part of the cult of the dragon, but we are following.
He already knows. I told him before.
Tell Varys we've been chasing them, trying to find out who they was. We found out. They tried to kill us out here.
You say that, roll me a dexterity save.
That's gonna be a fail no matter what.
Roll, what do you got?
8.
You got? Roll me a dexterity save. Roll me a dexterity save.
Do I get a new party now?
11. Maybe.
She might have got it.
So 18?
You're quick enough to grab Orbustier. You're quick enough to shove her on the ground as he shoots 4 rays of fire at you. And they roast 2 spiders behind you guys. And he was like, we need to leave now.
I agree 100% with that plan. Let's follow through with that.
Yeah, let's go.
When you guys meet him, he's got 2 potions. They're of greater healing. He's like, I can offer you this. You guys need to choose, but we need to go.
I'll let Augustina.
I don't.
She's healed up.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
all
Hey, everybody was like,
I'm
it's
the
like
only one that's
healing
missing
orgy
it.
on our Orbustier.
I'm the one that's missing hit points.
I'm
Give it to
good.
the dwarf and the elf. Or dwarf, take them both.
I have 15 hit points.
Yeah, he can have.
I'll grab one, and if anyone else is in
They'll heal you all the way up. Just take the time. You guys, in due time, make your way back to the caravan. Come through the woods, and almost anybody with a weapon focuses on you guys as soon as you come through the woods.
Once again, I'm just like, hey.
I was supposed to hold my back on this.
Well, when you do it, you see Varys and Oss, like they take defensive stances against everybody too. And he was like, man, you guys got some explaining to do. Eldhiri rushes up to you guys. A lot of the other merchants are with her. She was like, Roland's all right. He's unconscious. He's exhausted.
Did he show you the medallions?
Yeah. And when she says that, you could tell she's worried now. That has set everybody off. The tension is pretty high. He was like, she's like, the question is, who is who? Jim
This is a druid, right?
Silver's like, maybe you guys should have trusted me. Yeah, she's there too.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You guys look around and everybody's just watching you five as you've come out, you six or say you got over used to yet. Come out of the woods. They're like, all eyes are on you guys.
I send a.
You can hear the whispers, you know, are they with the cult of the dragon? Are they with the cult of the dragon? You know, like everybody's like, you
I
know.
wonder if his caravan would bow if we said yes.
I'm
not doing that.
But you'll watch it.
I'm sending a message to Varys.
So here's my thing. You send a message to Varys, right? And you're standing in front of all these people. You hear no one. You go to cast, and someone says, "Don't be casting spells out here, not till we figure out what's going on." You just hear this through a crowd of people, like, and everybody's like, "Yeah," because there's trouble brewing now.
We could get out of this really easy, but then we're
I am
gonna.
Warren Whitehammer. I was recently living in Greenus, a place I wrote with all my heart.
And then you hear someone say, "No one cares who you are. We care about living."
Until it was destroyed by the Court of the Dragon. I am currently chasing after them because I lost all that I love because of them.
Keep going.
I'm Luther, Vesper, and Roland all have been dear companions and friends in this endeavor. We've all lost something because of them. We've been working with the Order of the Gauntlet and other factions.
Leah Engston, he walks up. This is a dwarf merchant that made the final decision on this. Said he was like I think I can always trust a dwarf at his word. He's like, but not during this. It's like, I don't even know if I can trust my own people, because the Trollbraid was one of his guards, and he had come back and was like, you know, Cult of the Dragon.
That's fair enough. I do not blame you at all.
Something's got to be decided, and it's got to be decided soon, is what El Harry tells you. Boy, I'd be glad when I get past all this shit. Alden, he looked so overwhelmed about all this because he's a merchant that just joined everything.
Right.
I'm just gonna start right here.
You can tell he is sweaty, he keeps wiping the sweat off of him. I mean, he's very shook up during all this.
Well, why would we? I'll just be like, why would we save like Aldvin, for instance, when we didn't have to, if we were trying to kill people on this caravan? It doesn't make any sense.
The Lion Faden, she speaks up and she says, "How do we know that your guys aren't the real Cult of the Dragon and you're covering for yourselves?" And you see everybody, some people are like that's true. Because there's been so many lies told, so much has been figured out. Because, and she goes on, she's like, think about it, because every time something like this happens, it's always you guys. You're the only ones that's always alive.
Because we're chasing them.
And she said, or maybe you're killing people that's found you out. And you gotta see
Why would we draw that attention to ourselves?
She's like, I'm just saying it. She's like, no one knows who to trust. I don't even know if I can trust my own cards. She didn't lose anybody in this, so.
Well, neither did.
Neither did.
Grizzly.
Exactly. That's just exactly. You didn't. And everybody kind of looks towards Grizzly. If you're supposed to be the all-powerful cult, and we're the only ones living through all this.
I laugh when it says all powerful. Oh, I wish I was all powerful. Trust me, I thought down more times than I can count.
Leanne, he says, well, you are alive. And he was like, And he motions to one of the carts, and you can see where the dead, are wrapped in bandages and whatnot for burial.
Do I see his two legs?
Yeah, he is too. Yeah, you can't miss him. He's like 7 foot tall, wrapped in bandages. I mean, his legs are hanging over the wagon.
Okay, I assume that Hillary probably moved me somewhere.
Oh, you're in Grizzly's wagon. Rest of it. So the merchants get together and we're having a meeting. Leia and Angston announces that everyone will be stripped, every wagon will be searched, everyone will do this freely.
Good.
I just take off my clothes. Scar covering like half my body.
That way you're gonna be the first one.
Yeah, I volunteer to be the first.
Dump out your bag.
This turning back holding inside out. A warehouse falls out of it.
You're gonna have to, because Varys will be like, man, you need to empty that. Just
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't joking. I literally turned it inside out. Portable rams, 10-foot ladders.
We could use all that.
That's a very ornate gun, huh?
It's just red. It's a new one.
Yes.
It falls out too, though.
You say it had gems and shit on it?
It's focusing crystal
It's
silver.
ready, then falls out when he's ready.
You start going through things. Golmakara starts making a scene about things when it's her turn.
Who's this?
Golmakara. That's Zug and Dolgar's
Yeah.
wagon. He
What?
starts making a scene about things.
What's the matter?
Have you already stripped by this point?
Yeah.
Don't decide to.
How long is this all taking?
Oh, this is where they're going through everybody. Like everybody, no one's out of sight.
'Cause I assume I'm probably gonna be out for about an hour.
Oh, you're unconscious, yeah, for a while.
They've already stripped you.
Sure. Yeah. Everybody knows you're good.
The minister giving a handy.
Probably, yeah.
I guess this is what it is. It's just like everybody's throwing their stuff to the ground. It's like a big pile of everything, so everybody can just see what's being done. And she calls the scene, and she punches some of the commoners, and everybody holds her down. And when they strip her, she's got a medallion of the Cult of the Dragon on. You go through this. Sparrow the Silent, one of his guards, Grin Voldrag, Cult of the Dragon. One of Leia Angston's other guards, Vun Coldsteel, Cult of the Dragon.
Jesus.
Milan Faden, the woman who just accused you, her two guards, oh no, never mind, one of her guards was gonna, because he was an assassin. And Lucius Smoke, Cult of the Dragon. Folus and Sierra Daydove, Cult of the Dragon.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Son was killed as a.
The entire time they're stripping down, they stick daggers at both Luda and Vesper, and you can tell it's with murderous intent.
I'll stare back hardcore.
I mean, how do you feel about this, Vesper? Luda?
I want to kill her, but I can't.
Well, I mean, I think it's weird that we didn't catch on to it. But,
Lies. Good lies.
yeah.
None of the other people you guys have ever had conversation with, really.
What about the gargoyle?
Come to the dragon.
You wanna go search the gargoyle?
I asked the guy who's over the gargoyle, because he sings all the time. Did they check him?
He just shakes his head. You can trust the gargoyle. It's almost the first word you've hardly ever heard him say.
I asked him, what the hell is he protecting?
He says that is protected by the lords of Baldur's Gate, is what he tells you.
How do we know it's not Cult of the Dragon related?
You don't. Throw me some
You're
insight.
supposed to come from the gargoyle instead of a dragon.
They did say all of the wagons need to
They
be
did.
searched too.
They said
That
everything.
is part of this wagon train.
2 and
I'm
19.
19, so I need to shut up. Sorry.
No, you're not there. Got 21 on deception. Anybody else want to try to roll against that?
I'm looking around at all the other merchants. I'm like,
I
you
got
said
a plus
everybody.
1 or 2, 1 to 2.
Where did caravan come out of?
10. I'm sorry, 9.
Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, okay.
I got
So-
9.
Are you gonna push this issue?
Hell yeah.
I'm not.
It's probably dumb, but everybody has to strip out, everybody has to show everything they got, and I wanna, it's only, you know.
Okay, roll me persuasion.
You're pretty good then.
So is it to check the caravan?
No, this is the chick, the gargoyle, and it's great.
If only I wasn't knocked out, I'm good.
10,
I trust the crate protected by
fucking 4, man.
Elhiri,
That would've been big.
she tells you, let me see if she can see through the lie. No. Let me go through all these other guys just to be sure. Ooh, Wayne Angstrom, I missed by 2. That's a 1 for Grizzly, right? That don't matter. The Colt guys don't matter. Let's go to Alvin, who's from Baldur's Gate. With a +3 to 19.
Nice.
He won't have it. He will go through all the shit that he's been through, from the hobgoblins to all these lies, all this. It's like that gets checked. But I'm not touching it, is what he tells you. He's not getting nowhere near the gargoyle.
I would if you need me to.
You want to?
Tell him to call the gargoyle off.
I hate to push this, but this says, this is just.
No. It's actually really, I mean, if that's what you feel that needs to be done, you've got a lot of people that's like, you don't go against the Lords of Water and Baldur's Gate, you know. If that's their personal, it can be secret, but he is the one guy that's like, no, if I've been through all this, let's do it.
It's caravan law too.
There's a couple things that I wrote a caravan on. This is what you're
okay.
realizing it is. Stuff like this.
Does he have papers?
He's got papers.
He's got the proper
He's got
paperwork.
papers from the lords.
Mhm.
Oh, they're good.
I think we'll find all these dragon
Roll
people.
me an investigation. He'll show them to you. I mean, the silent, I mean, he just unrolls them.
11.
Yeah, I got a 5. I only did. I got +5.
Okay. Looks legit. Give me your book.
Can I show him to Ed Hillary and see what she thinks?
Damn. Looks legit. That's a 2. That ain't gonna get me nowhere.
Alvin, because he's from Baldur's Gate.
Well, she'll call the merchants.
My whole
just,
thing, I will continue to push this. It might get us killed. If we all have to.
I
show
believe
that-
the merchants should.
If I had anything that was remotely close, I'd go with it, but I don't. Last I rolled was a 10 for forgery. Go ahead, what was you gonna say?
I believe this will be a matter of the merchants, to be honest.
Well, but you got one that's up against it.
Well, it's a merchant's thing, so let them take a vote together. We know Alden's vote.
Well, from here forth, you know what
I'm
I'm
assuming
saying.
he's not.
From here forth, I do not trust what's in that thing at Gargoyle Protection. He would not give it up.
All right, here we go. Hold up. We got some stuff here. Bear steps up. He says, "I'll take care of the gargoyle because evokers have this spell."
He's fixing to teleport.
No, he's not.
Okay.
Here you go.
He just blows in his smithereens.
Banish.
Bye-bye.
No, he won't. He won't hurt it. But he's got something actually that will work for him.
This pretty much puts Varys in good graces of me now.
Okay, he's got a 15 against a gargoyle 6. You see him cast a spell and a gigantic hand comes from him and it grabs the gargoyle and pulls it up the length of its cord. And it shrieks and fights against this hand. He says, he's on the spell. Anybody?
Alden,
I climb up
you're a
there.
merchant. You should be the one.
Yeah, Alden should, yeah. I'm not a merchant. If he don't want to,
Perception's on him. I mean, I'm at persuasion.
I will go if he tells me to go.
I will volunteer to help in whatever capacity.
No, he's the right. The merchant's gonna do this.
No. Persuasion, no.
I at least need a 15.
No.
No.
He
Damn.
won't do it. He's too scared. He's like,
And Hillary,
And Hillary.
I will let her give it a shot.
Grizzly, he's a big dude.
Yeah, she'll talk him into it. he's very scared as he goes up and he opens it and whatnot. The gargoyle is fighting it off.
Breaks loose and kills all of it.
Man, it's got a really good chance right here too. It does. He goes to open up the crate. The gargoyle actually breaks free of the hand and it flies and it takes off with this crate attached to it.
Is Alden still attached to the crate?
No, he flies backwards, he screams and he runs off. You can see this gargoyle as it gets high enough, it holds this crate, it breaks it open, and it holds what's up close to it, and it flies off to the dark.
Holy
Roll me perceptions.
The D&D guys, let this roll high.
Hey, D&D guys here are, good one.
15.
Do I need to roll my disadvantage?
Not from this high up, it's dark, nothing. But you do see something shine, and it's pretty good size. So, no, I'm actually gonna roll,
Okay.
I'm letting even this
Yeah,
D&D guys.
I got you.
But, Vesper, you do see something shine in its talons as it flies away. From where you're at, it heads northeast.
Is that toward Waterdeep?
No, you're almost at a north direction to Waterdeep.
Daggerford?
No, Daggerford's on the road up. Like, you guys are going this way, basically it just went this way. It's just the direction it takes off into. I had to ad-lib that because I wasn't that close to that for a couple days.
Well,
So now we got a caravan that is missing its cargo, and we have another caravan who
half these wagons
has
are
been
disabled. They
arrested
don't have
for
horses.
being.
Well, it's just part of its cargo. It's still got cargo. His does.
Okay, so the guy who is over the gargoyle, what is the fuck he doing right now?
Good point, because that's what this. He starts screaming and he's holding his head. I mean, like he's in a lot of pain when this happens.
Like, out of character, like a geese?
Like a what?
Geese.
I don't know.
Somebody shut him up.
You could tell something affected him extremely
Inside
bad.
or Arcana?
You can. You go ahead and roll that.
Which one?
Arcana.
13 plus 5, 18.
You're thinking it's some strong compulsion like that is what you're gathering. You guys are only perceptions, Luke and Vesper.
Hey, finally, 23.
13.
Go ahead.
Oh, go.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna ask Varys if he had dispel.
What do you mean?
Dispel magic.
No, I don't think he carries dispel magic at all. Nope. He does not have it. Okay. You two, as he's like, you're trying to maybe grab a grasp at what's going on, you two look, and his eyes are starting to bleed.
You see his eyes are bleeding? I'll ask
Yeah.
Varys. I'll be like, look at his eyes.
I think he's under a Gale Sword propulsion.
Varys will go up and attempt to touch you, and he'll slaps him away, and whoop, he directs that hand towards you and snatches him up.
Roll arcane. I actually got a really high arcane of plus
He
8.
tells you if we don't shut him up, he's going to draw attention. Because, I mean, he's just screaming.
So what do we do?
Roll arcane, see if I know what.
Does anyone have a silence?
I have a 20. Do I know what kind of what he's under besides compulsion to make you
Do you want me to
start
fireball him? I mean,
Can I just like
No, that's just kind of what
non-lethal
he's
damage his head?
You're gonna have to.
I mean, unless you've got some, you can tell it's divination magic, basically.
I'll tell you, we gotta knock him out.
I got a short sword. I'll hit him in the back of the head.
And he will do everything they can do to, because I really don't want to hit a man in the head.
She will.
I will.
You
If
just
that's
walk
what
up,
it
know
takes.
she will.
boom, right in
Yeah.
the temple, knock him out.
Knock him out.
So let her be in the silent, right?
He'll.
I mean, Varys told me to shut him up.
It's true. So you shut him up and you see his guards looking around like, oh my God, what is going on? Because he had quite a few guards besides the pole.
Nobody knows what's going on right now. I think everybody's scared.
Yeah, and everybody's terrified,
I
yeah.
don't even know what's going on this
I don't
way.
think the gargoyle is a regular beast.
Roland's passed out. He
So
doesn't
the
know how
gnome was
many
on a member of the Cult of the Dragon, I take
has
it.
been found.
No, one was not a member of the Cult of the Dragon. That leaves Last Pharaoh. He's only got one guard left for his whole thing. Gargoyle's gone, the pole's dead, and Grinvold Grag was a Cult of the Dragon member.
I'm starting to think the Cult of the Dragon was delivering that damn gargoyle.
Well, you do find out when they start going through all the caravans. Yeah, they had so much gold and jewelry, gems, you know, artworks. There's magical
See my
weapons
axe.
in there. No, you don't.
Not how I put my eggs, the one that they took.
The gargoyle had it.
Wait, it had shiny pieces? What if they're trying to replicate your
You're
dad's
sitting
gun?
there, and Gina's like, "Hey," she's whispering to you, "Hey,
I look at her.
hey." She's when you get down on her level, because everybody's just
I
like,
do.
she's like, "Where'd the Red Wizard go?" The Red Wizard, he's gone.
I instantly sent a message to Varys. You know, the dangerous wizard is gone.
When you say that, he just kind of casually looks around, and he's like, "I can't see him."
Fuck.
Teleportation.
El Harry speaks up. She's got to try to calm this down. She's like, "The only thing we can do now, because you've got people tied up," she's like, "we've got to converge everything. We at least need to get, you know, to Daggerford."
How far are we?
So how many Cult of the
About
Dragons
halfway there.
is left
from-
on here?
You've got quite a few. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 members out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
I tell-
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 members.
So half this caravan was killed.
I tell everybody,
Was.
What's better?
if we can have one more person, I can trap 9 people in a spell, it's a hut spell, for 8 hours.
You can't
with
find
you.
it.
You can't trap
No,
them.
with me,
you
yeah.
can't trap
You
them.
can't leave
trap
it. When you
I
leave
can't
it,
leave it, I
it's
forgot. Fuck.
But you can't trap them. They walk out in the
They can walk out.
Yeah, you're right.
Just once there's 9 people.
There's no way to
else can
stop
move
them.
in.
I'll start picking my warehouse back up and put it.
Well,
Yeah, everybody started putting their stuff back on and
I'm
whatnot.
gonna walk over.
That's already happened, by the way, so.
How far are we from Daggerford?
I'm still
you've
not
been
wearing
halfway.
clothes.
You've probably got a couple days.
So
So-
if we went non-stop to Daggerford, how long would it take us to get there?
If you
Could the
push,
horses make it?
well, here's the thing, you're missing 3 horses.
But we got, well, if we condense the wagons,
Yeah, if you're condensed wagons, that's what she's saying, you're gonna have to condense wagons.
Yeah.
This isn't, she's expressing this isn't so much now about making it, it's about survival.
Right. I think we need to get to Daggerford as soon as possible. As quickly as possible.
I mean, she's like, that's gonna be hard to do with so many prisoners on foot. She's like, we can add a couple hours a day to the trip. She's like, I mean, but here's the thing, we can sleep in shifts, but these horses cannot.
Well, while we know they're cultists, do we need to keep them alive?
that's a bit grim, really.
She was like, she cuts it off there, her and Lane, and at both times they say yes.
I agree with them.
She was like, and Lane goes on, he says, you have to bring proof this is going on. He was like, if this is big, the Cult of the Dragon has made their way here, and now he just starts spelling. He's like, they're not known for the Sword Coast. They're always on the east side of Faroon. He's like, this is new.
We know
They are
we've been
moving.
following them.
He's like, why didn't you say anything? Why did you not inform us?
Because we had no idea
If
who was who.
if a dwarf with a cannon on his head walked up and said, "Hey, we're chasing after some cultists. We didn't want to just tag along."
She was like,
You'd say no.
El Hillary picked us up. She's like, if you would have told me, that's what I've been here for.
I just look over them. Told you we should have told
Got
them.
one of her own guards.
We're
Yeah,
just trying to keep
I
things
mean,
under wraps.
yeah.
I was like, started to tell her. Everyone told me not to.
She was like, but that's the thing, if you guys would have came forward with this
We
sooner,
also took
this
them
would
out
have
there.
might have never happened. We could have saved people. I mean, literally, when we were at Dragons for Hamlet, knowing the danger, we could have turned around and went to Baldur's Gate.
That's true, but
We could
were
have
on a mission,
stayed there and
so
sent for help.
we were on a mission.
She was like, "Who sent you?"
The Order of the Gauntlet,
Yes.
the name one.
His parents, actually.
She doesn't know who that is. The Order of Gauntlet's not that old. They're fairly new.
It's an order of,
Paladins.
it's,
Only more than paladins. My father's a cleric, two of my brothers are
I'm trying to think
clerics.
of the name.
Yeah, but in a sense, that's what they are.
What's your
They're
grandma?
for good. They're a holy order.
Thibodeau.
Who's God?
Peter Torn.
Torn.
Yeah,
Feel
but
free
don't
here to
talk
throw in
about-
stuff here.
Well, I'm conscious.
Yeah, but I'm
so I
just
can't-
to fill them in here in the order.
They
The
follow
Order of the
God.
Paladins.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, they're
I mean,
They're good people.
you guys do know there was Harper agents there when you met them. So
There were Harper agents involved as well.
Have you heard about the attacks in the south?
she said,
Oh, I told them everything. I
she
told
said,
them
yeah.
everything.
She's like, I heard about of
That was
Grace.
the cult.
She's like, then this has been happening for a while.
We've been following them up this way, trying to
We
figure
were
out how they're
told you in
transporting goods.
secrecy.
As you continue on with this, you guys just spill your guts here.
Or does. I warned everybody.
I got
someone how
some-
they
Well, we
get
have
everybody
more
in the
things to say
conversation.
about now. Only thing I'm not gonna say is I'm not gonna say anything about her being a Harper agent or anything about the Harper.
As you're
agent.
spilling your guts and you're getting everybody around, I mean, you're just sowing more fear into this. Luda, what are you gonna say?
I got something. I say, assassin that got away that stole your gun.
Right.
It worked with the people that we killed out there that tried to steal your gun. Shiny parts in the gargoyle's hand trying to fly away. I think they're trying to replicate your weapon.
I've already,
Replicate your weapon.
Basically web it.
I've already suspected that, to be honest.
I'll just tell Ed Hillary that the last time when we went out into the forest and were attacked, that they did take Orbustia, but that was also Cold the Dragon. They were working with them.
She gives a big sigh of like, holy shit.
Whenever we all stripped down, did your girlfriend strip down? Okay, double checking.
She's fine.
You get to ask Joseph like that.
So I was like, holy
Swear that's his call to the dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, I swear, either she's cold to the dragon, or you've really sown some good paranoia. That's what he said to me.
As soon as possible, I'm stepping away and I'm sending a message to Leosin. I gotta tell him everything that happened.
You have the spell for that. You burned
Yes.
through a lot of
I have a
spells.
third level spell left. And
All right. Give me 25 words.
I tell him that,
What are you wearing?
Don't write it down.
no,
But, I mean, this is a whole big rush situation. I mean, you've got to figure out how to set up guard duty. There's people that aren't even used to weapons. You're gonna start giving them weapons. I mean, this is a. You're really on the learning trail now. It's all about survival.
Do not force
we
the
found
river.
the cult members. We have some prisoner, some dead,
All naked.
some got away.
You gotta live left.
Colt is known.
We were found out.
Colt is known
Cult is known.
by caravan.
The gargoyle broke loose
Blame the dwarf.
with something unknown.
Fair enough. You get a message back.
Oh my gosh.
He tells you,
Fucking idiots.
stay safe. Gather all possible allies. Bring prisoners to nearest town. We'll send help down Coastway or Long Road, whichever one this is.
Either way, it's 2 words.
He tells you almost to Waterdeep
Okay.
because they're almost Waterdeep.
And I was only wondering what the fuck happened to the
I asked the merchants.
What happened to
Yeah, this is the trick way, so he's gonna send people down the trick
I asked the
way.
merchants to come with us.
Probably just about
I have information for them.
there,
Okay.
not back.
They killed it.
I don't want to have all the other commoners and everything all more shook up than what they are. And I tell them that some of the people we work with, I've contacted them through spell. They're going to try to send us help when we get to the nearest town. And they said to keep these, like you guys said, to keep these prisoners. So we'll have some form of help.
All right. Now here he's kind of took in leadership here. She's like, well, look, we need to set up watch for the night. Make sure everybody is rested up. And we have to start consolidating these wagons. Because you're literally going to have to leave 3
Yeah.
wagons behind. I mean,
It is sad when we leave behind the treasure.
no, that's evidence.
I was joking.
That's going. Like, hey, Angston, he's like, let's make them drag the wagons.
That's not a bad idea.
Who, us?
No,
No, so-
your prisoners.
I have to call some manacles?
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, that's our
Yeah.
pulling out like
stuff up.
handcuffs after handcuffs after
He's like,
handcuffs
that
after
wears them
handcuffs.
down, that's gonna keep them from
Yes.
running.
We're gonna take them to the straps and take
Great
them back.
idea.
So,
There's one wagon we ain't gotta leave.
Too bad Ben's
I've
not
got
here
a
to get with
Steed,
them.
so that's another one. We only had 3.
Okay.
So we
There's,
gotta
8 of them,
consolidate one
correct?
on one.
Four.
yeah, there's 8 left. You've got 8 cultists left, and he could literally pull it
Yeah,
on his
he can be
feet.
on one, 4 per wagon.
So there's only one wagon we gotta
Yeah.
leave.
That's all 3.
No, it's all 3.
Yeah.
You pull
And then
one,
we
that
can
makes
lighten
2.
up those wagons so it's not like
All right.
deathly.
You,
Make sure everyone has water and stuff.
yeah, I mean, because you still have to feed them and
Yeah.
water them. I mean, as a
By the way, I'm naming the stag Tiberius.
Tiberius. All right.
Strong one?
So, you get everything settled together. Does anybody got anything they need to add to this before we wrap all this up?
I want to pay my respects to Sludge.
You can do that. I mean,
I-
that time.
I'm just gonna say a prayer to Agma
Okay.
to guide him through.
They're going to, they're gonna bury him in the morning. All of them here.
I want to be the first one up for it.
Okay. Roland, you sleep all the way through the night.
I talked to Varys, and I say, we got these prisoners. I just feel very uncomfortable with the guy that was with that gargoyle that we knocked out.
He was like, obviously, he's not under his own influences.
Yeah.
Because, man, that just freaks me out, man.
So we don't.
he was like,
looking for
he
consolation.
was like, wait, you have not told anybody the cult of the dragon was here, and you freaked out over a gargoyle?
Notice the way the way all that just got by, all this, without even, thinking about what the fuck was in.
Tells you you're lucky. I mean, they haven't even had a dragon hidden in human form
Yeah.
here.
It's true.
Can we talk about to make sure?
I'm sure that's not the case.
He was like, look, he was like, as soon as we get to Daggerford, he's like, we'll keep an eye out for this gargoyle.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like, it's gonna be hard. He's like, I mean, we just know which direction it held off in. He's like, but I mean, obviously, you've spilled your guts about the giants, but the cult of the dragon, and why was this gargoyle so protective over this one thing?
I think that's what that was transporting. Whatever that was. That's
I
what
think it was its baby. Yes, I know I'm
It
talking
was
about.
shiny,
Yes.
but.
That's really what I think?
Yeah, it was shiny.
Yeah.
Vesper, you got anything to throw in for us tonight
I didn't see the shiny.
before we wrap it up here?
No, not too much. Just ready to get on the road and get to Daggerford and hopefully get some rest.
Roland, I know you're unconscious, but I like to touch before I pass out here. It's very true. Morning comes on. It's pretty quiet. I mean, there's a lot for all these people. I mean, you've got common people that's farmers and stuff, that's just experienced all this trauma. You've got people that's been on since the beginning and people that just recently got on at Dragonspear Hamlet. So, I mean, there's a lot of unease. As you're traveling the next 2 days, the Colts, mainly Golikara, will cuss you guys up and down the entire time. And the cultists just stare daggers into you guys.
What's the orc one?
Hold up, wait on those. Don't put those up yet.
The orc's dead.
The orc's dead.
Oh, not the half orc, but the other one.
There's only one orc on the side.
Oh, I thought you said there was a half orc and an actual orc.
No, there's a half orc. He killed it.
It's
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Oh, there's a lot that's happened here.
Thank you for the help.
So,
Oh, yeah.
for your next 2 days, quiet. I mean, everybody's kind of uneasy. Who's leading the first wagon?
You said Ed Hillary was taking
Probably, yeah.
leadership.
I'd probably be the one on that one.
So, well, Roland has actually been a shining star to everybody during this. She will ask him. Think about it. Stepping up with his own truth. He threw himself out there with that necklace and no one knew what was going on, so he's kind of made himself a target. I mean, he has put, I mean, even though you both were doing the right thing after the spider thing, he's kind of put everybody else first.
None of this would
She
unravel
will ask you,
whether
I
it's for me
mean,
being
you're the
free.
shining knight in all of this. You will ask me to lead it. I mean, maybe your stag will inspire people, you know, you're on your stag pulling this cart and everything.
Much better than a gargoyle.
Yeah, much better than a gargoyle.
Instead of fear, you inspire.
So you're 2 days out from this. Everybody's on edge. Everybody's starting to talk and whatnot, get everything together. And you're on your wagons. You got your wagon still in your same spot. And you're talking to Varys, you are. And everybody's very on edge. And he says, "What is that?" And he points up.
And look up.
Varys, is it?
Yeah. No, he's talking to Ward.
Oh,
Yeah.
Or your eyes get wide. You lose your breath and you Varys yells, "Dragon!"